The whole science of 5,000 years old. But I'll try my best because there are a lot of things which is beyond words. You know, where word stops, the emotions or the wisdom starts. In today's time, we are living in the world of datas. Datas, when collected, they becomes informations. Informations, when processed, it becomes knowledge. And far beyond the knowledge, there is something called wisdom. So these sciences, when we talk about yoga and Ayurveda, these are coming from the wisdom. So in a nutshell, I would say Ayurveda and yoga is a kind of manual for humankind. Now we buy a small gadgets like iPhone or anything. First thing what we do is we go through the manuals. We try to understand how we are going to. But have we ever asked, is there a manual for us? Is there a manual for humankind? Then I would say, this is somewhere we have to refer to. And I think today a time has come when the entire universe is connected through sciences like yoga and Ayurveda. Very basic question, when we share the same sky, same earth, same sun, same moon, why don't we have one formula which connects all of us? And we are really grateful that the humankind in 21st century has realized and we are connected through this eternal sciences. Ayurveda is something comes from the traditional system of Indian medicine. I'm sure some of you must have experienced it, but let me give you a brief about it. Ayurveda is not a very scientific complex medicine. It is all about you and the nature. It says, human is the miniature of nature. So there are the basic ingredients in the previous slide which mentioned earth, water, fire, air and ether. These ingredients are there in the nature and the same ingredients are there in the human body. So when we really know how to live in harmony, that's perfect health can be described. Coming back to yoga, I was thinking this slide will come later on, so before this I will ask one question to all of you. Do you all practice yoga? I'm sure there is a little bit yes or no hesitant answer. But I'll tell you, you have been practicing yoga before you came on this planet. You know, look at this, your first slide. When we were in embryo, that's embryonic stage, you know, that's a perfect yogic posture. Most of my yogis, they will say, this is a wind-free pose. What we call is Pavan Muktasana. So yoga is very inbuilt, is the DNA of humankind. So not to feel very foreign to this words or philosophies or what we just seen it's very much indigenous. That's the first pose, and I'm sorry to remind you, our last pose, which also would be a part of the yoga. So that's called Shavasana. So we start and we finish, and then we begin. So yoga is something very inbuilt, very universal, and of course, as we all have been talking about, this is a time when 21st century humankind should understand one particular philosophy, to connect, to live in harmony. Recently there was a global wellness day. I mean, so this is the time when everybody is talking international days, global wellness days. I mean, that definitely means the modern medicine has not been able to give us what we want. In the global wellness days, it's again celebrated across, and I'm just going to tell you both the things. And we are fortunate that this is happening during the very holy Ramadan period. And it says, okay, don't do very complex things. Simply walk 1 hour. Drink more water. Don't use plastic bottles. Use fresh and organic. Do a good deed. And definitely eat a family dinner. And the last but not the least, go to bed 10 p.m. As a doctor, we have been seeing, you know, in the hospitals that we came into this 5-star luxury concept. I'm representing Muay, which is again a kind of, you know, where we see very affluent class. Everybody, so they have got everything except the balance. So where the balance comes, the balance will not come into a popping pill or in the medical hospitals. The balance will come within self. And yoga is something what we call is a connect. When you connect with yourself, you connect with Supreme, you connect with surrounding. And that's what is very important. And on this very auspicious day, we are going to really promise ourselves that this is something which we have to do. It is not new, maybe we have forgotten, but we have to remind ourselves. health concerns ranked second behind the financial issue as per the World Health Organization. We have really grown very high in terms of our GDP, in terms of our economic growth and everything. But still, health is a very big concern across the geographies, across the religions, across the systems. And then we talk about the lifestyle disorders. In the future, we'll have a very healthy heart, healthy liver, healthy everything, but will not be healthy. So what we are talking about the lifestyle disorders, the answer to lifestyle disorders is this universal or eternal sciences, where we need to know how to eat, how to sleep, how to live a very natural life. For me, just a point I mentioned, we heard in the World Economic Forum, they say health is wealth. Of course, we all, yoga believes health is above wealth. So, don't experiment yoga, be yoga. When I say be yoga, means be one within yourself, in your body, in your mind, in your action. Live yoga and share yoga. May I request for the next slide? Next slide, please. Some of you must have experienced the Dead Sea, which is the lowest point on earth. The lowest point on earth, I've been fortunate to practice in Himalayas, and then I'm coming to the lowest points. I feel everywhere the need is same. We all need a balance. And in the balance, the last slide, it's called Universal Dances of Yoga. You look at your pets, animals, trees, mountains, galaxies. Everybody, every creature of the universe is in a perfect dance of yoga. So looking at them itself brings your hypertension or blood pressure down. So this is what I would say yoga is teaching. Yoga is not a competition, it's a complement. It brings us together. It doesn't part us away. My colleague Mariana, she will have some sessions on the breathing. With these few notes, thank you very much, Your Excellency, Your Highness. It's a pleasure. Thank you.